Okay, guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to take a face off an image and then place it onto another image. And this process you'll most likely use a little bit in your digital poster assignment. And for this example I'm just going to use the face of Joker here and then put the face of Joker onto Jack Black. Okay, so I'm going to open both of these files in Photoshop by right clicking on both of them and saying open in Photoshop. That way we get both images open in Photoshop. I think what I'll do is leave this canvas here as it is and use it as my finished product. I can check if it's a high resolution or not by going to image and then clicking on image size. It's set to 72 pixels per inch, which is from the internet. That's internet resolution for web images, and the width and height are here. That's a pretty good size. Alright. Okay, so the way that I'm going to extract the face here, I'm just going to push F here, so I'm only looking at the Joker for the moment. The way you get this face is by using the extract tool, and that's under filter and extract here. The keyboard shortcut is shift command, no, not shift and command, option and command and X together, and that will bring up this other dialog box. It looks like you've got two of the same artwork, but it's just a tool. This is a tool menu, this screen. Now to take part of an artwork out, to take a bit of an image out, you need to select Smart Highlighting here, and then you'll see Smart Highlighting is turned on by looking at your brush. It'll have like a little crosshair thing on it. And all that you need to do now is highlight around the outside of the shape that you want to keep. In this case it's going to be Joker's face, around the outside of Joker's face, using the highlighter tool, slowly going around, being pretty reasonably careful with the shape of what we want to keep. Alright. Now the next step is to tell Photoshop which part of the image that you want to keep using this bucket tool here. Second tool down on the list. I want to keep the face. Anything you fill with the bucket tool is what you will be able to keep. If I wanted to keep only the background and not the face, then everything that's filled in blue there would be kept. In this case I want to keep the head. Alright. Next bit is to preview what it would look like. Don't press OK just yet, just preview what your work will look like. If you're not happy, then you can press Command Z and go back to the previous screen and fix something up if you like. An example of a mistake that you might make and how to fix that mistake is as follows. You might highlight around the outside of an object and find that the highlighting isn't connected around the outside of the shape that you want to keep. What will happen here is when you click on fill, you know that you want to keep the face, but if there is a gap at any point in your highlighting, then imagine this paint leaking out into the background of your artwork. You don't want that happening. You only want to keep the face. At this point, if I click on OK, it doesn't even let me click on OK because Photoshop knows that I don't want to keep all of the image. You'll need to fix up that little hole in your highlighting. So I need to go back. Any little gaps I've got, I need to fix up and highlight over like that. Click on the face and then preview. That's about what I want to do. You can zoom in. Command plus will do that. And pushing spacebar will give you this little hand tool. You can also click on the hand tool here. This will allow you to drag around your image. I just want to fix up some of the rough kind of lines I've got here on the Joker's chin. And to do that, I'm going to use the Edge Touch Up tool, this one here. That'll fix up and sort of heal some of the rough edges I have on the Joker's chin and a little bit there on the hair. I mean, this is getting a little bit technical. You don't need to do this stage. You can if you just want to, if you want to touch it up a bit and make it look a little bit better. And the one above it, just so you know, that's an eraser. So if I start rubbing out the face, then that's what that tool does. It'll erase out a bit of the image. Just going to push Command Z to undo that. I don't want to keep that. So that's my head extracted, water head row, and then go to OK. Bam. That has removed everything on my artwork except for the head. I'm just going to push F to cycle through so that I can see the two canvases again. And I want to move this face to this canvas here and move it on top of Jack Black's head. So I'm going to use this tool here in the toolbar, one at the top called Move. Make sure I've selected the layer on the Joker canvas that is the head, and all you need to do is drag it on and then drop it onto the artwork here. Alright, now I'm going to push F on this artwork now so that I'm only looking at that artwork. And what I'll need to do here is move the artwork on top of the head. You might need to resize your image a bit, in which case you'll need to do either one of the two following things. Under Image, go to Transform. Might be under Edit. Yeah, that's it there. Free Transform is under Edit. And what that will do is pull up a little boundary box. I'm just going to do Command T. And that boundary box can allow you to resize the layer in any way that you would like. So I might make his head a bit fatter, put it on top of Jack Black's head there, and maybe make it a bit longer because the Joker's head is a bit longer, and that looks about right. Push Enter to make your changes permanent. You can see here on our layers palette now that we have our original picture with Jack Black. I'm just going to unlock that padlock by double clicking, and now we've got our Joker head. If you double click on the text in a layer, you can rename it. I'm going to call mine Joker head, and I'm going to call this one on the bottom Jack Black. Jack Black. That's just by double clicking on the text. Sometimes you might double click and this will happen. This little box will come up. Just cancel that and try it again. Double click on the text only, and then you'll be able to edit the name. Some of you might double click there by mistake, and that'll give you a different set of options, which is the layer style options. I'm just going to cancel that. I don't want that. And that's basically it. You're welcome to go through and make any other changes to the artwork that you would want to make the head suit the actual image that you've transferred it on. For instance, I'm going to convert this Jack Black image now into black and white to suit the Joker head I've put on. And to do that, I need to go up to Image, Mode, and then to Grayscale. Photoshop will ask me if I really want to do that. I don't want to merge my artwork all into one image yet. I just want to keep it as two separate layers, and I want to discard the color information so that it's all black and white, and then that way they kind of match a bit more. Alright, the other way to do that, if you want to have a black and white part to an artwork and then a color part to an artwork, is to do the following. I just undo that little adjustment I've made. Click on here, under Image, and the other thing that you can do, instead of Grayscale, you can say Desaturate, which is under Adjustments, this one. That allows you to take the color off a layer and keep the color on another layer. So that means if I want to then color in a different part of the image with a specific colored brush, say a red color, I would go to my brush tool here, and now I could paint in red on a different part of my artwork. So I've got a mixture of black and white and color. So that's the Desaturate tool. Under Image, and then under Adjustments, and you need to select Desaturate there. Okay? You might need to use that, you might not. Alright, that's how you put a head on an artwork. Bye.